Hello everyone, welcome back to Trev Dog Gaming here on YouTube. This is the game Subsistence. We're now in Season 3, Episode 81. Well, I want to go up there. Got to keep an eye on these guys. So the rogues are just on the beach over there. I noticed them overnight. He was right down close to my base, so I'm probably going to have to go up along the beach, which means got to watch out for hunters fishing. And there's a bear right there. I might be able to swim across, actually. Of all the places for them to go. Anyhow. Okay, so last episode we went and grabbed some crystal, which we need to upgrade the mining drill. So, if I take... Now, I'm pretty certain it's just 8 that I need. I don't have enough to do 2, which is a shame, because I could upgrade this one as well, but I was using this one to see... Actually, I tell you what. I'm going to prove something here. Hang on. Let's drop it back to 6. Does it go red? It does. Okay, it's got to be 8. Damn it! So if I take 8 to upgrade, I've only left with 7. It's a pity I didn't get one more crystal. Yeah, there you go. We'll come back and do that. This one at this base is not as important, simply because we've got a lot more solar panels on the roof. But over there, we'd like to reduce the cost. So what was it again? So if I use what I've got in my inventory at the moment, I can perform an upgrade and drop the power consumption by 25%. So I guess it's going to go back from 0.25 to 0.19. So that 0.06 is awesome, because I think it'll be enough to guarantee that it'll never run out of power over there. It's not the best day for power, is it? Blinking cloud cover and whatnot, but anyway. Alright, let's go for a run over there. Just got to keep aware that the rogues are around. Actually, if I do see any kelp, it would be handy to grab some. Just got to be mega careful. I'm kind of threading the needle here a bit. These rogues do come down along the beach quite a bit, and the hunters do come down here quite a bit to fish, so there's a little bit of kelp. Hopefully the rogues aren't this far down. It's the last thing I need now. I'm trying to conserve my my shotgun shells and whatnot. So far so good. No hunters. There's a bit more kelp. Had no idea that was there. I just thought I'd jump down in the water just to see. Grab this while I can. So we can't go that way because the bear's in the way, but I'm really hoping these rogues haven't come way out this direction, which they can from time to time. Find them around the base, which would be really annoying. Alrighty, how are we going up here? Oh, see, it's so low, 166 out of 500. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, let's see if we can upgrade this thing. Alrighty, so how many did it have in there? 13. That's not bad. Alright. Oh, hang on a second. No, it'll need mass and power to perform the upgrade. Damn it! Ah, I forgot about that. I can upgrade the power, but not the mass. Oh man, okay. 25 out of 100. So, oh man. Oh, that means we've got a couple of options, I guess. I could make a mass fabricator back at the other base, bring it back over here. That's one option. But then that's going to use a lot of power to get the mass up. Or I could make a recycler. I wonder if you can install a recycler without I think, see how there's like a power storage unit down the bottom there. It's got a cross next to it because I haven't made it here yet. I'm thinking that's if you want to make it here, if you know what I mean. It's unlocked, but if I make it somewhere else and bring it here, then maybe I can throw bits and pieces, you know, burnt food and all sorts of stuff in it and up my mass to at least 50 or more. You know, old pickaxes and whatever. Okay, totally forgot about that. Ah, unbelievable. So all that because I can't upgrade this. Okay. Alrighty. I've got a fair bit of biofuel sitting on me here at the moment. I might drop these components in here because I know I'm going to come back and use them. I'll let that run, top that off. Even if it ran out of biofuel, it wouldn't be a big deal. I'm going to go back and see if I can make a recycler and bring some bits and pieces over here, I think. I think that's the way to go. Hopefully those roads don't get in my way. I see a dog there. Hopefully the dog can annoy the rogues if they come this way. The bear's behaving himself down there, good. No one's fishing, good. Back we go. Wouldn't be the first time I dive into the water and the rogues are close by and decide to shoot at me, but I can see one way down the beach down near the fire there. It really is like splitting the difference between the rogues and the hunters. Holy cow, totally didn't think about that. Because, it's not the same, is it? Because that mass just sits on 25. It doesn't... That second BCU does not generate power and mass. I don't know why. I think it should. I see something on the beach there. So, let's have a look. I am wanting to build a recycler. I need 1,000 power. I've got the same problem at this base. Damn it! Hang on. So this is what I want to make. One of these guys. And then I can throw things in there that will consume a bit of power but make the mass. Okay. Alright, well we have the same problem. Hang on. Let's go through and consume a little bit of our own power. I'm going to leave that in there to be chewed up fairly soon. We don't need an awful lot, do we? I'll grab the circuit boards out, get that out of my face for the time being. I think it said 8. Let's have a look. Yep, so I just need the 1,000 power, which won't be too far away. We're at 960. Actually, I think the clouds were clearing a bit, so the solar panel should start to kick in a little bit. Might actually leave it run for a little bit. It's past 1,000 now, so that's going to go down. So hopefully that's the case. Have I got much to throw in there? I've got a couple of bits and pieces. There's a little bit of meat. Could take a couple of these over. I wonder what else. I was making some health packs off camera too, by the way. Thinking about it. Fix that up. There's my recycler. So if I turn off the jennies, they should be okay, I would think. Hang on. How about we split that in half, because we can take the rest over to the silicon mining base, I guess. Turn that off. It's only just starting to ramp up the solar panels, so they should be able to pick up. So I'm still using 0.37, but I've got 1.26 coming in, so it's almost one every second. Yeah, that should sort of help, I think. Alright. Instead of going out and getting food, I'm just going to have to eat something in here. So maybe one steak, a tomato, a carrot. Might as well grab this. Let's go fill them up. I mean, don't forget the silicon mining outpost is going to take a little while for it to be up to the level of power I need to have it. But yeah, it has been on my mind. It's a bit tempting. Maybe I should be making a power storage unit over there, or four over there. No one's around here, I don't think. I just saw a box on the ground before and it's still there, so I thought, come out here. Might be full of some nails and maybe some scrap. Well, scrap anyway. That was pretty good. 3 scrap and a electronic component, which is always very, very welcome. The rabbit boy on the beach. I'm trying not to kill the rabbits at the moment. Leave them. Chickens, yes, because I need all the feathers I can get that I can muster. Alright. Just curious. Oh, it does. I wouldn't want to do that, but it's kind of a waste. I want to keep the ash for the vegetable patches, but I was just curious. So, what else can we throw in a recycler? I guess it takes almost anything, doesn't it? See, I've got to get it up to 100. Yeah, I could chew through a ton of wood, I suppose. Hang on, we've got plenty of wood over here. How about just take over another 100 over there? I kind of just want to guarantee that this is going to work. Why is that bear right underneath where I want to go? I'm pretty certain. Can't see him at the moment. Oh, yes I can. He's above the fire and walking down. Wonder if there's only one guy there. I mean, that's pretty rare for them to only have one. Certainly seeing he's just under the tree there near the beach. Oh, I don't want to be playing with the bear at all. No, he might back away. I don't see anyone walking around between the rogue's fire and the base, so... Alright, here we go. We do have the recycler, don't we? Yes. Double checking. Eat one of my kelp. As long as the rogue stays away. He's way over there at the moment. I don't know whether he's the only one. Look at this bear, will you? Honestly. Pushing me towards the road, which I don't like. Listen, you bear. So the dog's got to be further up the... Oh, you are so annoying. Jeez. I'm so close to that bear at the moment, he can almost smell me. Yeah, the dog's a little bit different. I just don't want the rogue to spot me and come running after me. Let's go for a bit of a run. You know, the dog sees you jump on the ramp and he disappears, but oh, he's up to 500. It did stop. Oh, that's alright. Oh, that was pretty quick, actually. A lot faster than I thought. Okay, alright. Safest place probably to put the recycler. Let me have a look. It's probably going to be behind here, I think. Yeah, I can always put a power storage unit beside it, I guess. Right about here. So if I throw one of these in... Okay, so we've got to get to 100, don't we? Jeez. 45, wow. The meat does an amazing job, really, doesn't it? Split in half, split in half. Oh, there you go. Alright. Alright, so that basically does it. Took a bit of time, but... What the... I thought it said it was... I was reading that back to front. Alright, split it again. That does 13. And then that should be 100. Then we actually need to kick this thing again. I'll eat that before it goes off. In this chest here, I might drop off this extra wood. That's only because I picked it up, wasn't it, that I've got that on me. Put that back there. Alright, so we've got to wait for the power to get to 500. Mass is okay. Right. Then... Well, hang on a second. No, hang on a second. Where'd you get the 100 mass from, Trev? Unless you're going to do 2 upgrades, you only needed to get it to 50. Where did I read that then? Must be going nuts. Alright, hang on. So if I hold that, that, and that... No, not that. That, and that. Keep that there. I've got everything but the power. So I just got to wait for it to jump from 445 roughly to 500. And then we can upgrade. And hopefully lower our power consumption. It's great having the solar panels here, but yeah, there's days just like today's actually a really good day. What day? Is there 2 of them down there? Yeah, you don't often see both of them at the water's edge. So I think one of these guys is Alpha and the other one is Charlie. Isn't that funny? They don't argue with each other. I don't think I've seen the rogues argue with the hunters. But they'll certainly argue with the animals. There's a box down there. There you go. Looks like we're at the 500. If that be the case, then let's see if we can do our upgrade. So install 25% power consumption upgrade. Yes, please. Holy crap. Hang on. You need to go back on again. Oh dear. And let me drag a few of those with me. So hang on. The mass is still at is it still at 50, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Alright, leave those in there. If I need it for mass production later I can. That's about to eject another one. Alright, I guess the go here is to try to get the power back up to 500. And then leave it, because I guess that's going to be enough. So if I... Well, actually, there you go. It's doing 1.53, so if I turn the power genny, the little fuel generator off, it's actually doing 0.53. So that's a full, what, 0.34? A third of a power unit per second increase at the moment at this time of the day, because I guess they must be maxing at the moment. Well, they're on 0.08, 97%. Yeah, they're probably maxing at the moment. I mean, I'm not sure. They might get to 0.09, but anyhow, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I've got 6 of them here. Because whatever I'm learning from doing this, well, don't forget we had where was it in relation to the map? I think it's that way over the snowy mountain there, where the waterfall was. In season 1, we had a base, and it was powering 2 mining drills. I can't remember whether the mining drills were ever actually fully upgraded, but I know I had a combination of wind turbines and solar panels. I just can't remember how many of each I had. Take that with us. So 160, about a third of the way there. But yeah, so we're basically going to build 2 more outposts, one for lithium and one for obsidian. But I've got to remember this, so yeah, well that was kind of pushed a bit too far into the wall there, Trev. Hang on, can I fix that? I think I can. If we had to put it up this end, maybe it should be more like, don't want to put it out too far, but that's a bit better. And I've got space there if I do want to put another power unit, so, or storage box, whatever you want to call it. So I would do the same thing. I'd build that over at the other base and build it over here. Oh, sorry, bring it over here and just install it. So I guess that's the thing. What we're going to do today is pretty much just leave the power at 500 and then walk away, and hopefully it dips down a little bit under 500, maybe back towards 400, but then easily makes it back up to 500, because now we've dropped the power that's going out from 0.25 to only 0.19. So that, yeah, 0.06 that it's getting every second should help. See, I guess the only other thing is, yeah, the power storage. Well, if in general you get I don't know, whatever it is, every 1 out of every 3 days, 4 days becomes a rainy day. So you actually get a drop in power overall. But yeah, 500's not enough. We'll put another power storage unit in and make it 1,000. But whatever's going to work for this base, I mean, ultimately across the map, we would love to have 1, if not 2 of these mining drills for silicon, the same for lithium, and the same for obsidian. And if we have cable cars joining them, then we'd be laughing. Absolutely laughing. Well, that's a bear. There's a dog behind that bush. The guy's gone. Actually, that would be a safe route back home if you get past the bear and the dog, because I don't think you'll see the hunters out there fishing again today. I don't know. You normally don't see them that often. I'm actually more stressed about the rogue popping his head round the corner here, because they do venture out quite a fair way from their little campfires. Where are we up to? We're up to 400 out of 500, so we're almost there. Actually, that should really just turn itself off, shouldn't it? To be honest. Yeah, I guess for the majority of the day, it's around it's actually about 0.35 now ahead. So yeah, it should be going up 3 every second. It's a bit hard to tell there. It's not very it's not it does almost looks like not a very smooth increase, but anyway. Almost there. So what have we got left over? We've got 71 biofuel. Yeah, that should be heaps. And that little bit of extra wood there's a bit of a guarantee if you want to increase your mass quickly. Just throw it into the recycler over here, but it's sitting on 50 at the moment. What was the other upgrade we could do? It needed 50 as well. Oh, extraction speed. See, over time we could certainly do that as well. There you go, it's finished. Let's just fill that up, put that back in there. Got 75 biofuel. So at the moment, that's just going to stick on 500 until the end of the day when the lights go out, kind of thing. And we'll have to keep an eye on it again, I suppose. That's going to take a bit longer to get another piece of silicon out, but anyway. All good. Oh well, at least we've got it upgraded. But that was really interesting. Something I didn't realise, that be a bit stuck trying to get the mass to be at the right level. Trying to keep an eye out for these rogues. I can see one walking on the beach way over there. Hopefully he's the only rogue. Or if there is another one, he just run off in a different direction. Don't forget, it wasn't that long ago, another episode not long back, the rogue shot at me while I was standing about here somewhere, so I think he might have even been a bit further along. Alright, see if we can sneak away here without being found. This is the worst place to get seen by the rogue. Stuck in the water when you're a lot slower at moving, I guess. Alright, no one's fishing. Yeah, that feels pretty good now. I can still see him walking around. Could be a guy sitting on the ground next to the fire there, though. It is a bit hard to see. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, no, it must be a second guy. It looks like there's someone near the fire there. He's probably sitting down, cooking his lunch or something. Alright, well, successfully upgraded it, so that's a positive for us. There is a pearl down there I could have gotten. Kind of let my food elapse a little bit just in the last little bit, because I've been concentrating so much on getting this upgraded. So still there's that question of whether we should be putting in a power expansion or storage cylinder over there as well. Gee, that went down quick. Where's my overall power? Almost 1,000. We'll just let that run, I think. Getting towards the end of the day. I might turn that off for a sec. Keep this extra zinc. I've been trying to keep the zinc up because trying to make as many scuba diving tanks as I can. I think I've got a fair few actually already. Yeah, let's have a look. 2 and a bit there. 4 in there. Considering it kind of takes, I don't know, 1.5 to go up or go down to the caves and come back up. It's not too bad. Yeah, gonna have to go back down and do a little bit more crystal searching. But oh man, we're sadly lacking shoddy shells at the moment. It's a bit of a bummer. Alright, so have a look at that, right? We've got refined lithium, we've got 30. Refined silicon, we've got 30 and another, whatever that was, 13 or something coming. But obsidian, yeah, we're at 19. We can certainly make at least another 2 circuit boards. Because we're going to have to. We're going to have to keep making these things. What have I got at the moment? A reasonable amount of food. I just keep going through the veggies and the water. One's probably enough there, I suppose. I either need to catch a fish or eat some meat. Actually, let me just have a quick look out the front door here. Is there a dog out here? There's a bear down there. Don't think there is. I was going to say, if there's a dog, that's my lunch or my dinner. Off camera there was one here late last night. I grabbed him. Looks like Trevor's going fishing. Let's see if we can grab something. Isn't this the best time to fish? When it's either dawn or dusk or something? What have I got? I got 6 more bait, so what are the chances? Hopefully there's no bird around. I was going to say, what's the chances of me getting a big fish? Haven't had one for a while. Ah, I made a splash in the water there, thinking that was the fish biting. Damn it! Oh, the rogue's still there. That was a waste of a bait, Trev. Down to 5. Not a big deal because I've got 25 grubs, so... Come on, big fish. Come on, game. There you go. That's what it sounds like when he bites. That's a small fish, I'm thinking. I don't want the small fish. A big fish. Look at this tiddler. Look at him. Look at that. Who wants that? This is the appropriate time to either get a pike, a salmon, or even better, that big mouth bass. Well, I need a decent fishy to bite. The small ones help a little bit, but oh man, the big mouth bass is like getting 4 small fish, or even better. You know, because you get the 4 fillets. It's like another small fish. Man, oh man, oh man. Alright. So be it. Looks like Trev is just cooking up a couple of small fish to eat. Anyway, we'll take that off of there. Anyhow, at least the good news is we've got that silicon mining outpost base mining drill. It's a mouthful. Upgraded. So that's about as efficient as I can get it to run. I could make it run a little bit faster, which we might do a bit later, but that's the best we can really do. Make a few more of them. Everything else I've got's not too bad. So we'll grab these 2, eat those, and then we should be right to go to bed and have sleep, I guess. There you go. There's one. There's the other one. There you go. Right to go, people. We're right to go. Turn the light on. So anyway, I think that's it. At least we've done that. At least we've upgraded. That's the best we can do for the time being. We'll just see how that runs now that we've got 6 solar panels over there running. Plus, we can top it up with the Jenny if we want, and we may still have to make another power storage unit, but I think that's pretty good for the time being. Anyway, guys, I will have to leave the episode here. Super hope you enjoyed it today. If you did, you can really help the channel out by smashing that like button for the video. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you can mega help the channel out by subscribing. Alright everyone, thanks so much. Cheers.